free, that leaves me jobless. They're already free. And then I discovered that 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 what we're thinking and believing, what people are thinking and believing, is the only prison they've got. So I see, like on television, hungry children, people suffering, and I have been in some of those positions, and I have sat in the center of those experiences and identified what I was thinking and believing. And other than that, I was okay. So I understand that the world is, again, it's a friendly universe, Jay, and I'm very open to it not being. So I continue to test it.
And your test seems to be proving your hypothesis correct.
I see a lot of good. I would say I see only good, and anything less than that, I question.
Yeah. I love what you say about the three businesses. Can you share about the three businesses?
Yeah.
Really like that.
If I look at it and like my daughter, let's say the way she's raising her children, for example, or one of my sons, there are three kinds of business in all of the universe. There's mine, yours, and God's, and that's the God of your understanding. And if I'm mentally in my daughter's business, I'm sitting here with you, but mentally I'm in her house, knowing how she should raise her children, knowing what she should do, all of this. I'm talking to you, but I'm over there in my daughter's business. So if I'm feeling disconnected from you, I can just ask myself mentally, whose business am I in, and notice, and emotions will let me know for sure. And then just come right back to right here, right now. And this is where I can make change. I can't make change over there. I can't be in all these places at once. But we're all over the world. His business, her business, their business, God's business, the weather's business.
That's a great point. That's so true. We rarely are in our own business.
And
the news takes us to everyone else's business. Social media takes us to other people's business. We're always talking about other people's business. How do you get your business done if you're always in someone else's business?
And when we're present, we can observe life from out of a. It sounds strange, but out of a proactive state of mind and understanding, I think is the better word. And stay present and watch these things on televisions and walk in Black Lives Matter events and we can do the most marvelous things and still be present. It's but fear stops us from. I don't have the right clothes, and I wonder if I need to take a lunch, and I just this is just I don't think I'll bother today. What would stop us from doing the right thing? Our heart's desire. And literally our heart's desire, and to live out of that. Fear.
Yeah. Kelly, what is the secret to your long, incredible relationship with Steve?
Oh,
how did you both find each other? How did you both know that you were right for each other? And how did you?
He's better at telling this story, but a friend of mine said that I just needed to meet him, and that he's the one person in the world that can write my book, Loving What Is, and oh gosh, how do I tell the story? He's so good at it. The bottom line. Oh, this sounds so. He asked me to marry him, and I didn't know why not. And that's the truth of it. And I asked my 3 grown children, do you have a reason why I shouldn't marry Stephen? And they didn't have one, and I didn't have one. And what I knew of Stephen is he is good and kind and wise, and there just was no reason in the world not. But when you have a perfect life, when you're never lonely, let's say I'm always alone and never lonely as far as people go, I don't need anyone, and and I married him, and he is just so completely lovable and dear and kind and just I don't know how this story sounds, but who wouldn't love that?
Absolutely.
You know, it's goodness and kindness and fairness and brilliance and all the things. In my life before the work, the opposite would attract me. Looks and the real man and the all the usual, and I didn't do well in those areas.
That's such a powerful point. I'm so glad you raised that, because what we're attracted to is also what we're thinking and believing.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes when we say, well, this is my type, or this is the kind of guy or girl or whoever it is that I'm attracted to, what we're saying is we think and believe that this will make us happy.
Yes.
That their appearance, their job, their status, their whatever it may be will make us happy.
Yeah.
And we don't question that. We wonder why the person let us down. But using your methodology, the work, as soon as we go back to what were we thinking and believing at that time, we start to write that what we thought and believed would make us happy is what let us down.
Yeah.
Not that person.
Yeah, what we were thinking and believing about that human being was the cause of our attraction.
Yes.
But once we question what we were thinking and believing about the human being, it loses its validity really and leaves us in an open state of mind where we're more able to see and hear rather than think over.
Yes, yes, so well said. And it's really registering. And for everyone who's listening or watching right now, when you're listening to this, I really hope that the repetition, every time Katie keeps talking about thinking and believing, what are your thoughts and what are your beliefs? If you genuinely revisit those pivotal, crucial, transitional moments of your life, you recognize that all of that pain and suffering that you are experiencing or holding on to comes from a thought and a belief that you're still holding on to. Sometimes we're holding on for decades to a thought and belief that this person can still make me happy. And that's why we want them to be back into our lives. We are holding on to a belief that only that job can make me happy, or only that thing can make me happy. That is a thought and belief, and in that thought and belief is encapsulated all of our suffering. It's almost taking a suffering pill.
And then when we get that job, we can't appreciate it because we're taking the same thinking into that job. So really not a lot changes. Maybe the money, but that's never enough either.
Yeah, it's so profound for me. It's really hearing you repeat it today. And I've heard it before from you, but hearing you repeat it today, and I'm really hoping everyone's listening is feeling the same way. Every time you say it, it's just going to step deeper and deeper and deeper into my head, to my heart. So.
And it is work. It takes stillness. It's a meditative practice, sitting in, is it true? And then having the courage to sit in, how do I react? How do I treat that person? How do I treat myself when I believe the thought? And then I get still and I witness. And I'm not guessing at how I react and how I treat that person and how I treat myself. I'm witnessing real deal. And who would I be without it? And then I get to see the same situation again, minus, as I said earlier, the post-its I was putting on the event, and I get to witness the real world.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting in the old world new. It's so, and then I have a lot of amends to make. I need to go back to that person, admit my wrong, and apologize, make it right, and start over. It's living. It's enlightenment has no power until it's lived.
Yeah.
So to live it out, it goes into the identity, the cells of this apparent body, and it's like it wouldn't overlook anything. Love is a power that leaves nothing out.
So true, so true. Katie, I'd like to share these final two segments with you. This segment of the interview is called Fill in the Blanks. So I read a statement and I ask you to fill in the blanks for us, and we walk through them. So let's do that. So my first one for you is thoughts and judgments are, and you can fill in the blanks.
False.
Okay. True freedom starts with.
Inquiry.
Beautiful. Being present means.
Love.
Most people believe.
In goodness.
The work has allowed me to.
Be free.
Change is hardest when.
My mind's not open to the world.
Yes. I have no tolerance for.
To be continued. Life will show me what I have no tolerance for. You know, I think of pain, but even physical pain is either remembered or anticipated.
Yeah. That's a beautiful answer. I like it. And now I want to ask you what is our final five. So this is the final five where you answer, and that was beautiful, by the way, Katie. You answer every answer with one word to one sentence maximum. So these are five powerful questions. So these are your final five, Katie. This is your first one.